Hey, boys and girls. I miss you, boys and girls. I hope everybody's staying well. And I love seeing all your work that you're doing. Thank you for you who are working hard. I'm so proud of all of you. So today your assignment is to read a fiction book and to discuss the characters, the setting, and to retell the story. The beginning, the middle, and the end. So I'm going to be reading you a book today. It's called Pete the Cat, Play Ball. And I'm going to be modeling and talking about the characters and settings. And I'm also going to give your parents an idea for an activity you could do for this assignment. Okay? So Pete the Cat, Play Ball. And this is created by James Dean. Here comes Pete the Cat. Pete has a mitt. He has a bat and a ball. What will Pete do today? Pete will play baseball. Today is the big game. The Rocks are playing the roles. Pete and his team get set, they play catch, and they take turns hitting. It is time to play ball. The Rocks bat first. Pete waits for his turn. Crack! The batter hits the ball. He runs to first base. Way to go, Pete cheers. Batter up, says the umpire. Pete goes to bat. Pete goes up to bat. The pitcher throws the ball. Pete swings the bat. He misses the ball. Strike one. The pitcher pitches again. Pete swings too high. Strike two. The pitcher winds up. He throws. Pete strikes out. But Pete is not sad. He did his best. Pete's friend Ben is up. Ben hits a home run. Way to go, Pete cheers. The Rolls go up to bat. The Rocks go to the field. Crack! Here comes a fly ball. I've got it, calls Pete. The ball hits his mitt, but Pete drops it. He is not sad because he did his best. Another hit. This time Pete catches it, but he throws it too far. Pete is up to bat again. He wants to hit the ball. The first pitch is too low. Pete does not swing. Ball one. The next pitch is too high. Pete does not swing. Ball two. The third pitch is inside. The fourth pitch is outside. Pete gets 4 balls. Pete wanted to get a hit, but a walk is cool too. The next batter gets a hit. Pete runs as fast as he can. Pete wants to score, but he is out at home plate. Pete is not sad. He did his best. The game is over. The Rocks win 6-3. Way to go, calls Pete. Good game, the Rocks say. Good game, the Rolls say. Pete did his best. He had fun. What a great game. Okay, so I'm going to model what that means. We just read our book. This is a fiction book, of course. That's the genre, is fiction. So let's look at our board here. The characters, remember characters are who is in the story, okay? And so this book, who is my main character? Pete the Cat's the main character. And also, he had his teammates in the story and the other team, the Rolls. He was on the Rocks, and the Rolls was the other team they were playing. So I would just say for this book, Pete the Cat and his teammates. All right, so where is the setting? The setting is where the story takes place. So when I look through my book, I know that this setting for this story is outside in the park, outside at the ball field. okay? Usually the ball field is at the park. So outside at the ball field, all those things work, okay? And then to retell the story, in the beginning, Pete had his gear, and he went with his team, and they were practicing, okay? And in the middle, Pete struck out, and then he dropped the ball, and then he actually wasn't sad because he did his best. And then at the end, Pete was able to, he did get a walk, so that meant he had 4 balls and he didn't swing at them. So he got to walk, and he got out, but he wasn't sad, right? Because he did his best. And in the end, his team actually won the game, okay? Because he was in the rocks. That was 6, and the roll scored 3. But the main thing was, if you remember, they said at the end they had fun. So when you look at this, Pete did his best. He had fun, and they had a great game. Okay, so my beginning, middle, and end. So that's just 3 simple things from the story. Now, an activity that I wanted to share with you parents out there to do this for student work. I folded my paper. We call this like a hot dog when you fold it long ways. And here I wrote a B for beginning, M for middle, E for end. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this paper that I folded like a hot dog, and you can have your kids label the B, M, E. I want to make sure that you guys are really holding them accountable and responsible and having them do their work, okay? All right, so then you can do the cutting part, or you can let them. You can unfold it, and you see the crease there. And you're just going to make a slit up to the crease and stop. You're going to do the same thing again between the M and the E. You're going to cut to the crease and stop. So what this does is this makes a little booklet. So your child, you boys and girls, lift it up. Here, you could draw a picture, and you could write a sentence about something that happened in the beginning. Here, you can draw a picture, write a sentence about one thing that happened in the middle. Here, draw a picture, write one thing that happened in the end. Okay, so that's just a very simple, you do not have to have copy paper. You can use construction paper. You can use notebook paper, any kind of paper that you would work for this, okay? All right, the other thing that today's assignment is, you're supposed to get on Freckle and do word study. So make sure you're getting on the programs that are assigned for this week. You can absolutely do extra if you want to and you have time. You are welcome to do that. But please just make sure, because I am going in there and it shows me how long you boys and girls are working and how many you got right. So if you're sitting there and you're just kind of playing and not working, I want you to make sure that you understand we're still in school. We still have things to do, okay? So make sure you're doing the assigned. Today is for Freckle for the word study. Also in Freckle, if you go to the chicken, Miss Craft has gone in there and added assignments for you boys and girls. Okay? So I will see you tomorrow. You guys stay well, and I love you. Bye-bye.